Hello everyone, it's time for a new Just ESC analysis video. I'm Kirill, Belarusian Eurovision fan living in Germany, and I'm super excited to react today to the song from the Netherlands, which are represented this year by Joost Klein, who is actually a huge icon not only in the Netherlands, but also in the German-speaking area. In Germany, his song Friesen Jong was a huge success. Yeah, it was all over the radio charts, radio stations. You could hear it from each and every corner. And when he was announced to represent the Netherlands, it got me quite excited because I couldn't imagine him singing something serious. So it was supposed to be, again, something incredibly funny. If you don't know, Joost is actually from a northern region of the Netherlands, also partially Germany, which is called Friesland. He's from the capital of Friesland province of the Netherlands, from the city of Leeuwarden. And Frisian people, they actually have even their own language. You might think, well, it's probably just a dialect of Dutch. Actually not. It is really an independent language. Even in Google Translate, you can translate to Frisian. If you are in Friesland, then you will see everywhere the signs, like in, I don't know, theaters, zoos, museums in different languages, including the Frisian language, which is super cool. Representation for Frisian language in Eurovision. I cannot remember any other entry in Frisian language in the contest. So without further discussions, let's go. So let's listen to the song called Europapa. Let's see.
Let's come together! Europapa, Europapa. It's now or never! I love you all!
Okay, some political message here about unification of Europe. Okay, under EU flag, obviously. Interesting.
Welkom in Europa, blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europapa, Europapa. Welkom in Europa, blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europapa, Europapa.
Bezoek mijn friends en friends of neem de benen naar Wenen. Ik wil weg uit.
If I understood correctly, my Dutch is quite limited, I have to say. I believe he was saying something like, welcome to Europe, stay here till you die, or so. Ja, interested.
Netherlands, maar mijn paspoort is verdwenen. Heb gelukkig geen visum nodig om bij je te zijn. Dus neem de bus naar Polen of de trein naar Berlijn.
Doodga, Europapa, Europa.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of bringing political messages to the contest. I'm still unsure if he's like making fun of the EU generally, or is it more like motivating countries to join EU? However, it doesn't feel like. Yeah, I think politics should be aside from Eurovision. Yeah, let's not bring the politics into the musical contest.
Escargots, hoef geen vis en chips, hoef geen paël. Ja, no, ik weet niet eens echt wat dat.
I'm really trying to catch some lyrics, yeah, and understand some random things about, I don't know, fish and chips, that he goes to Germany, he goes to Italy, and so on. But yeah, I really have to check the lyrics afterwards to really understand what it is about.
Dat is, zet de radio aan. Ik hoor Stromae met papa Oete. Zal niet stoppen tot ze zeggen ja, dat doet hij goed, hé.
Welkom in Europa, blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europapa, Europapa. Welkom in Europa, blijf hier tot ik dood ga.
Well, it's great to see how he really doesn't take himself seriously. You know, he's making fun of himself. The whole performance, I mean, this music video is just a big joke in some way. You can see all this people around him also not really acting seriously. It's fun, yeah, and it's definitely catchy.
Welkom in
I'm actually curious if this kind of effect, which they now used on top of the voice with all this repeating and so on, if this is actually allowed in the contest. Yeah, we know the pre-recorded backing vocals are allowed, but yeah, this is super much processed backing vocals, so not sure. Well, this beat is wild. This is definitely a song which could also become a huge hit in at least Germany, yeah, maybe the Netherlands as well. Yeah, that's the kind of music people like to have party to, what could play in Mallorca, beach in summer, whatever. Great one. Great entry from the Netherlands.
Aan het einde van de dag zijn we allemaal mensen. Mijn vader zei me ooit, het is een wereld zonder grenzen. Ik mis je elke dag, is wat ik stiekempjes fluister. Zie je nou al, pa? Ik heb naar je geluisterd.
Okay, a bit slow, more emotional and intimate moment towards the end of the song. Yeah, I mean, for bringing a nice performance, that's definitely a great thing, because otherwise it would feel too repetitive as well. He's obviously not the best singer in the world. Yeah, if we think about Käärijä from last year, who was singing Cha 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 for Finland, it was not about the singer, his singing abilities, his range, and so on. It was just about having fun and being charismatic and being able to transmit the message of the song without people even understanding your language through your performance. I think Joost Klein is quite a talented and known performer, will be able to do so. But yeah, there is not much singing quality to that. Okay, so on this slightly dramatic note, and that he dedicated the song to his parents, we finished the song. So I have taken a look at the lyrics of the song and generally what is the meaning of this music video as well. So the song is actually dedicated to Joost Klein's parents, because they have passed away and he still couldn't really get through that. And by showing us this burning house in the end and so on, he's kind of closing this chapter in his life. So rest in peace for his parents. The song itself actually was not as political as I thought. Okay, so it's basically just saying that he likes to be in EU, enjoying the things which are there. Still, I feel like, not all countries participating in this contest are in EU. And I'm not even talking about Australia. I'm talking about, let's say, the Balkan countries and some others. Making this equality between Europe and European Union is slightly meh. Especially at the contest like Eurovision, where you see really the representation of another nations. Even, countries like Norway or Iceland are not part of EU. If I would be from those countries, I would feel slightly excluded by that song. This is what I don't like so much. So the Netherlands will take part in the second half of the second semi-final. That's the perfect draw for them. Yeah, so they have all the cards playing for them to be able to qualify to the final and hopefully get even a good place in there. Joost will perform in the second half among such countries like Belgium, which we have already heard in the first video, Israel, if Israel will of course take part in the upcoming contest, Norway, Latvia, Georgia, San Marino, and Estonia. I think this kind of song could potentially close the show of the second semi-final. It is fun, a lot of people will be waiting for this because the song already turned out to be a hit on Spotify, YouTube. So by the time Eurovision comes, it might be that most of the viewers of the contest have already heard this song. So I think it would be really smart from the perspective of producers to put him to perform last. And now it's time to take a look at the Dutch history in Eurovision. So as you can see on the screen, in the last 15 years, they had quite different periods of time. They had a lot of very high placings. They had first place in the semifinal, they had second place, they had fifth place. But actually, that's kind of it. Yeah, this one time first, one time second, one time fifth, seventh, ninth, and one time 10th. And apart from that, their results were actually not as high in semifinal as you could have imagined. The Netherlands turned into this kind of powerhouse in Eurovision, especially with the Duncan Lawrence winning for the Netherlands in 2019. So now everyone is under impression that the Netherlands is one of the best countries in the contest, but it isn't. And even if we look at the last 5 years, the Netherlands ranks only 19th when it comes to the qualification rate based on the televoting results. So in 2018, Outlaw Inem, kind of slightly country-influenced song, wouldn't make it into the final if it would be only up to the televoters.
Everybody's got a little loud, loud rhythm. Cold piece hiding in the blacked out venom. Heartbeat beating to a rock and roll rhythm, yeah.
As well as the Burning Daylights, I think was the name of the song. We can see that in the last 5 years, their results slightly improved. So now they're placed 16th, which ranks them 6th in their semifinal. Netherlands have made a really clever decision to send this year this kind of more upbeat, more televoting-oriented song, because last year has proven that being more jury-friendly song in the semifinal might actually lead to the fact that the jurors will not even have a chance to rank you because you will not be in the final. So this year they took the song, which might be really placed very low by the judges. However, it should score really high with the televoters. Based on this, we should take a look at the betting odds at the moment, and we can see that the Netherlands are currently placed 5th. Wow, that's actually really high result for them. It's even higher than Belgium, which we have heard in the first reaction video. Definitely this hype is also based on the fact that the song is now so successful in the Spotify charts and is really trending around the world. We remember the same happening to Queen of the Kings last year. Which also brought a great result for Norway in the 3rd place with the televoting. Great. And now let's take a look at the Eurovision scoreboard to see if the Eurovision fandom likes that. So the Netherlands is currently having place 10 in the Eurovision scoreboard voting. So it also guarantees the qualification for the Netherlands, but it's of course not as high as the bookmakers are putting it. But we also all of course know that the Eurovision community tends to prefer the female singers rather than the male ones. So with his live performance, he might really be a sort of sensation at Eurovision, who knows? What we know for sure is that Europapa offers a lot of staging potential. They can go for something absolutely crazy, like Finland, Kärja, which Cha did last year. But based on what we saw in the music video, it seems like they will go more for this kind of campy DJ party style of performance, which is not necessarily bad, because I think this is what the fans of Joost Klein would expect from him. So he should stay, of course, true to himself. I think that this song will be definitely not lost in the running order of Eurovision. But are you the ones who are listening to the song on repeat on Spotify or other streaming platforms? Do you believe that he might bring a second win to the Netherlands in such a short period of time? Please let me know down below in the comments, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me and give me more motivation to create more review and analysis videos for you. So hopefully see you in the next one.